were there together. Me and you sat there and we watched these people get murdered. The one thing that was different from me and virtually everybody else was that I could understand what they were saying in Arabic.
They believe that this buildup is not only God bringing in the Americans for slaughter. I just quoted last night, the Persian Gulf will become the graveyard of American arrogance.
Yeah. The problem is all these people that want to speak authoritatively about what happened in Israel, many of them won't be able to name even a single party beyond the Likud. They don't even know how the parliament works.
This is one of the things, James, that concerns me. Islam is a geopolitical, theocratic umbrella that covers not just religion, it's all of these other things that go down to the very nth of your life's existence.
And there's men behind them speaking Arabic, the kind of Arabic that you hear in Saudi Arabia. I could hear it. I know exactly where they're from. And they're saying, I wish I could kill him right now. Kill wahad min dul al-qutab. Meaning it was a very slang way of saying a guy of the book. Kill the Christian.
Yeah.
I wish I could kill the Christian right now. But it may be the most erroneous approach that's being taken right now. And I'm going to say this at the risk of people thinking I'm crazy when I say it, but it's important for everybody to understand. If you want to save this generation, you need to get them to focus on.
Welcome to Pastor Sunday. Alrighty. Well, give me 1 second, everyone. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Pastor Sunday episode.
Yes. Welcome, Allie and Chris. Yes, welcome to Allie Top Files. I hope you like the intro. I don't know I think it was freezing a bit there. I'm still recovering from a little bit of a cough. I don't know what it is. So bear with me. Do we have a mute button to cough? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Not one I can, we have to program a mute.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, we still have to program
Because, all right. So we have a lot to talk about today. I do have the poll though too, right, babe?
Yeah.
I can put it on.
Yeah, see if we can get that going.
There you go. Do you guys see it? Please vote. Which pastor is pushing the pro sermons more?
That's weird. I actually don't see it popping up in the chat here.
I put it on the screen.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how people vote. First time trying to display a poll like this, guys.
Is it like, can nobody vote?
Yeah, so like I'm not seeing it
in
the actual chat. It is showing up as a widget, but I'm not seeing it.
Why does
in the
it do
chat.
that?
I don't know.
I think other people had problems too.
Yeah.
Does anybody see it in the chat?
No, it's not there. I'm looking at it.
Oh, somebody voted.
Oh, okay. How did
So
they
it's
do that?
working. Somebody just voted. Okay, so wait.
Yeah, I don't see it come up. Let's see. Nosy, yes, we are doing the poll through StreamYard.
Yeah, it's a new thing because usually you have to do it through the studio, but now you can show it on your screen. But let me know if you can see it because it looks like somebody voted. It's not in the chat.
Yeah, exactly. It's not in the chat. So
If anybody knows, because this is new. It's not pinned.
yeah,
I'll figure it out while we're doing this. I'll figure it out. Hello. Debbie is in the house. Thank you so much to my mods. You guys, somebody comes in here, you kick them out if they're not nice. Let's be respectful in the chat, and we have some things to discuss. I have, a little bit of Rob, a little bit of Jack, and a little bit of Frank. So I did find some new videos of Rob and Frank. And that video you just saw right now, hold on, guys. I'll just take that off for now. The video, guys, you saw right now was with Jack and James. And I had that on my last Pastor Sunday when I did, the lion. Judah the lion.
yes, the Lion of Judah.
Yeah. So we are going to just do a quick little update because I had a update on my ex regarding the dash, and then I'm going to move right into Jack again.
About history, ask yourself
Oh,
this
wait,
question.
that's not it. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Okay, just a quick little update here. I don't know if everybody saw this on my last one. There was an EMT guy here. This is the dash when Charlie was coming in the SUV. It says Christopher's phone, the date. I mean, not the date. I was looking for the date. It has a time and the temperature. 11:59, 12 p.m. And it was weird because I saw a cop car as well, but no ambulance. But EMT's already there. So we don't know who Christopher is. It could be somebody who rented the car before. Wisha pointed that out to me. I'm like, it could be, somebody that rented the car before, or it could be them doing the GPS, right? I don't know. We don't know who Christopher is. And then Muppet thinks he identified Christopher.
Yeah, we're still sort of trying to chase that down because a lot of people brought up that, like Ali just said, it just could be some old data, which is, 100% possible, makes a lot of sense. We have just found some information that we think we might be able to tie a Christopher to that.
Yeah.
But we're still looking on it, so we don't want to point fingers and bring up somebody's face and that kind of stuff until we're 100% sure. But we just wanted to bring that small little update to you guys today before we roll into the episode.
Yeah. And this is just in the car, and you can see him here. You can see the dash. And just a little bit of video of it.
Wow, look at that.
Pause it.
Look at that.
There's Butch. We already know that, like I've seen Butch before.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful.
So
Look at that.
there's Butch. There's
Just getting a little taste.
EMT. There's a police car. There. And there's Dan Flood. Yeah. So there's Dan Flood, and I know Blake Huff and Rick. They were all weren't in the car. So it was Mikey, somebody driving, and Charlie.
Yeah. So most of the security was already on site when Charlie rolled up, as you saw. Dan was there. We think Brian was already there. Ali pointed out Butch Hibbs in the back there waiting for Charlie to show up.
Yep.
On that day, he got Charlie to sign a hat that Charlie had actually already signed for him previously.
Yes.
And this time he wanted two Butch on it, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry for the cough there. All right. And this was a note. I put it on my ex, and you guys in the chat have been amazing. Shout out to the Rileys. A little bit of everybody. PBI. Everybody has just been awesome on this. I'll do a deep dive on this with PBI probably. So, yeah, it's hard to read his writing. So we can get into that in another episode.
I got into the back of the SUV, and let me tell you something. His team was amazing. When this full investigation is done, I think you're going to see that his team did everything they were supposed to do. In the car, Justin was driving. Dan was in the front with the GPS. Rick was to my left. He had Charlie's head. And Brian was at Charlie's feet, and Charlie's so big we couldn't even shut the door. He's so tall. And I'm perched over the back seat. And while they're administering all sorts of first aid, apparently my job was to yell. I was doing a lot of yelling.
Well, you heard what he said, right? We couldn't shut the door. So I'm just putting that out there because Wisha, shout out to Wisha. I don't know if she made this, but she sent it to me and I thought it was really funny. I was going to play it today because everybody said, some people are saying the door was shut, but then, the dispatch call says that the door was open and somebody's hanging out of it.
Yeah.
So this tells me, Frank does chatter. That's why he's Larry, right? He's my Larry
Yes.
from the Stooges. He's funny. Um,
And just sort of out of it.
it's just he gives up so much detail. It's just like, why?
Yeah, and
Why?
it usually
this.
contradicts everything else that's said.
Yeah.
Like, from the doctors or the hospitals or
Yeah.
law enforcement or
Yeah.
whatever, even other pastors. He's just
He's
such
so,
a
he like thank you for in the beginning, because when I was watching this memorial, he named off every security guard. It was just like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was trying to look for them, and people didn't notice that, like, because we were all just focusing on the memorial and what Erica was saying. But I never forgot what he said.
yeah. And
I'm like, did you just say Rick? Rick? Oh my god, talk about Rick. Like, So you got to watch what Frank says. He says a lot.
yes, he does. And was that your picture that's there?
Where?
The one that's up?
Wisha sent me this. It's not a picture, it's a video.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's actually the still. I actually thought it was.
It's a video.
That's pretty crazy. Thank
Yeah.
you, Wisha.
Yeah, if she's here, I don't know if she's here. And hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. Hello. Thank you, guys.
See, a lot of people thought that Dan rode in with Charlie.
Did I send you a link to a video? I mean, I think you did. You have 2 different names. I think you're in my email, right?
Yeah, see, a lot of people suspected that Dan was the one that was driving in just because of the dark hair and glasses.
Yeah.
But in that video, you see as the vehicle goes to make the slight turn to the left that Dan was already there. So that means somebody else was driving the vehicle. And that's why that GPS thing looks a little more interesting now. Because knowing that the main security personnel were already on site, then we know that they weren't driving with Charlie in on the day.
Yeah.
So then who was driving? And that's what's got us sort of curious about trying to figure out who is driving. Is it a Turning Point employee? Is it another security guard that we don't know about yet? That's why that's kind of interesting.
You see, everybody's emails are different than their handle. So I don't know if you sent me. If you did, I'm not playing it today. I don't know which link you sent me. Somebody sent me something regarding the Catholics. In the PW. But if you tell me what your
handle is.
I mean, not your handle, but your subject line on the email, and then I'll look.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on.
I just wanted to touch on some
Sure.
more comments here because we were just sort of in emails. Debbie, I only seen Rick and the other guys. I did not see Brian or Dan. Good catch. Penny Copeland, why didn't a cop give an escort to the hospital? And that is a very, very good observation because as you can see when they roll in, there's police there. Why couldn't one of these cars give an escort? I don't understand why that actually didn't happen. Unless it did and it just didn't get told to us, but that's not what we've heard from any of these dispatches. Nobody has claimed that they ever saw that. So that's just
Who said that?
That was Penny Copeland. Why didn't the cops give an escort to the hospital? And that's a very, very good observation.
I don't know where that comment is.
It's back a bit.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. Sorry.
Yeah. And nurse.
Yes, that is very odd.
Yes. Nurse CJ also mentioned, what about Harpole? And it appears that he might have been there already as well. Would he have been waiting in the tunnel? Well, we'll double check that, but it doesn't look like he was in that vehicle either. So look, Harpole, Brian, in the SUV,
yes, he was.
driving in.
Driving
in.
No.
And
I don't
up,
know.
babe.
No, I only saw Mikey in the back, and I don't know who the heck was driving. We think it's Chris somebody.
Something.
Yeah, and then we only see Mikey and Charlie. So, and they said that they're going to use the restroom. So I'm just looking at the time when they came in. It said 11:59 to 12. What time did he start walking in? Was it 12:08?
I'm not quite sure the exact time. I'd have to look back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll look at that email. Maybe resend it to me because I get so many emails and I do not see it. Okay, now I apologize for that.
And I'm just going to read another comment. Elizabeth Minton. That has been one of the biggest clues from the beginning. He gives too many details, and all of them trying to paint the narrative for the followers. 100%, Elizabeth.
Yes, yes,
Totally agree with that.
I agree as well.
Oh, no, Nosy said he threw their email in the chat there, so you can look for that.
Yeah, I was looking for it, but
2 down.
I got into the back of the SUV.
so Frank is Frank. I'm gonna have a shirt called because Chris says, sorry. I say, well, that's that. I'll make a shirt called that, and what else? Maybe Flamingo Mafia, and I don't know. People are like, oh, you should make shirts, but I'm not really into just doing all this. You know, I could make stuff, but if I ever did, I would make like something with a flamingo probably because I love them.
Yeah, and I
Wait, hold on. Is that here?
just switch.
Oh no. Oh, sorry. I'm just looking where we are. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there because I'm gonna play a video now. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Anytime. I was just
Yeah.
reading through the chat and getting caught up there.
So
We were there together.
I did
Me
play
and you
this.
sat there and we watched these people get murdered.
So he does like a little intro to this video here. At the end, he says at the end,
I need to understand. If you want to save this generation, you need to get them to focus on.
you need to get them to focus on.
On.
No, not them. He does say it. So I do bring up the clip. I clipped it up. So they did that big intro and like you need to focus on. What does people think that they need to focus on?
Yeah.
What do you think?
A couple things. Do you want me to actually say it or?
No. If you want to, you can guess what, because I'm going to play what he said.
Because I'm looking at that as that being set up to push a certain narrative to take the eyes and blame away from our greatest ally. That's what I'm reading there.
Okay.
In that a little bit, because he's the one gentleman, the one pastor, I forgot his name, is pushing. Oh, I know what they're saying.
James.
Yeah, I know what they're saying. I know what they're thinking. This is what they really mean.
We need to focus on
Yeah.
pushing stuff.
Let's
Sorry.
push a
Can
narrative.
anybody see the poll yet? I hope so. Okay, I'm going to play the video now.
No, it hasn't shown up.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to do it over here because I'm upset now.
Just going to redo it? Are you going to do that now or?
While I do the video, while I play the video. So hold on, little girl. Here we go. I'm going to. Sorry, technical difficulties. Alrighty, here's James and Jack.
About history, ask yourself this question. What group or groups of people hated Israel or the Jew?
Yep.
Write them down on a piece of paper.
Yep.
What group or peoples
What?
loved the Jew or were there for the Jew?
Yep.
What does the Bible say about the Jew? Old and New Testament.
Yep.
Paul beautifully says, has God cast them away forever? God
Yep.
forbid.
Yep.
That ought to be enough right then and there.
Absolutely.
Bottom line is, people do not think past their nose because when they're yelling and screaming, death to the Jew or from the river to the sea, especially coming from a Western culture person saying that, they have no idea that not only is Israel the first line of defense for the West, but without the remarkable blessings that God has given, even the unbelieving Jews, because remember, according to Ezekiel 38,
Oh yeah.
they will not come to
Here
believe
comes
until
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel 38 happens. But Christians don't want to hear that.
Matter of fact, God said it.
He
Ezekiel
said-
36. He's bringing them in unbelief. We know that.
Why do people exactly? How many Christians? They have pornography there. There's homosexuality in Israel.
Bible prophecy
They don't
coming
believe.
true.
What are you, crazy? What are you? Sounds like America. But they're exactly not to believe
Yep.
until
Yep.
that veil is lifted. And
Yep.
it sounds like Ezekiel 38 has a tremendous part to do that. That said, when you have lunatics, stark raving crazies,
Yep.
like Nick Fuentes,
Yep.
for example, and others like him, spewing what they're spewing.
Yep.
I don't, this is almost sounds terrible to say, but I don't get upset about these people that are in the atmosphere. I don't get upset by them. I don't get upset by the replacement theology dudes. We can expose them, we should.
Yeah, of course.
But the bottom line is this: do you not see, and I know we have to wrap this up, do you not see? Prior to COVID, we're cruising along the church in America. Yeah, you know what? Abortion's always been a debate,
Yep.
and marriage has always been a debate. But apart from those, and which are very important, obviously, COVID hits, the church is tested.
Oh yeah.
Following that, BLM,
Yep.
the church is tested. And then it was LBG, used to be
LGBTQ plus
yeah,
IA 1, 2, 3, 40.
elemental
Yeah.
P.
Yep.
Okay?
Did
And then
you
there's-
say elemental P.
Something like that,
See
I
that?
think.
Oh, by the way, this is a new video podcast they just did.
Mutilation, the trans dissection or bisection of the human body. Now it's Israel.
Yep.
James, I could make an argument that with each episode, maybe not scientifically in the sense of, well, COVID's a virus.
Yeah.
And BLM is a worldview. I'm saying this. God doesn't cause any of these. He may allow it,
Yeah. Yep.
but he doesn't cause them.
Yep.
But in every situation, every human being has been tested in these areas. And I do not think that Israel right now, being the current test, is a coincidence. Israel wasn't where we started, it was COVID.
Yep.
Each of these global shaking events have had their effect in all areas of life.
Yep.
I don't care about that. I have watched the church become streamlined, purified, and perfected with each topic. And I can't think of a greater topic for the church to end her existence on earth, to be raptured up, while Israel is the big topic
Yeah.
of debate.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because God commends the church at Philadelphia for its position, its beliefs. He exposes in the 7 letters of the 7 churches, which you just wrote a great book about.
Yeah.
And I want you to plug it here in a second. But these are not accidents.
Yeah.
And I just think right now, beyond Israel, I don't know what else could be a greater topic.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
What?
Yeah.
Beyond Israel. I don't know what could be a greater topic. Well, his intro was about that, and his middle is a little bit shady, and now we're
Yeah, and it seems like I just don't like how they're still pushing our greatest ally as being the pinnacle of the faith. And the way they try to do that, and the way they try to sell it to you is just disingenuous, and it's not untrue. And they're using words and then articulating them in a way that suits their narrative. And it's just very, very subtle all the time. And that's how slow manipulation works. You just keep repeating the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
And through time, people start to believe them.
especially the younger generation if they keep hearing this, right?
Well, yeah.
I mean, us, we know this is a load of
yes,
of,
we,
of BS,
yes.
but I feel like they're changing the Bible and I've said that on my last Pastor Sunday. Go watch it.
Yeah.
I know some people in the chat do not know who these pastors are. I feel like there's a group chat, and I've done like a deep dive on all of them and how they called Charlie a martyr. They all said it like 2
Yeah.
or 3 days right after he passed away.
And-
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. And we can give a little bit of a background. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Rob McCoy is. He's the guy who claimed that he was Charlie's pastor.
TPUSA.
Yeah, he's very out there, and everybody knows a lot about him. Everybody knows a lot about Frank Turek as well.
Yep.
This guy here that we're focusing on, I wasn't going to say him, I was going to say the other
Oh,
guy, in case
okay.
people don't know who Jack Hibbs is. He's the guy who is the brother of Butch Hibbs, and
Yep.
everybody probably knows a little bit about Butch Hibbs. But Jack is one of the senior pastors within Calvary Chapel,
Chino Hills.
and he was also one of the people who said that he knew Charlie had passed before it was even announced by United States authorities or government. And he was
No, he
saying,
said an Israeli source said it first.
I was just
Yeah.
going to get to that.
Yeah.
And he said an Israeli source said it first. And I believe, I could be wrong, please correct me. He mentioned Bibi by name.
Yes,
Bibi by name.
he did.
So this is who Jack is, guys. So he was a little more prominent in the beginning, and he just disappeared, and he's just been pushing the same rhetoric. now
And this man here is a pastor. I think his parents are born in Egypt. I believe I corrected myself. He was born in U.S. And what else with him? He's like with Erica, like, so they do Bible in 365. Go watch my
Yes.
other pastor episode. I do just a little bit of a dive on him. So they're connected, him and Egyptian planes.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. He's connected with Erica,
Yeah.
and I just thought, all these lions that she has. I'll bring it up a little clip from my last one, but she has the lion as her Bible in 365, and he's the pastor. He was at the Freedom when Charlie got his Medal of Freedom. Sorry, and yeah, he does a lot of work with Erica.
And we're showing this because we wanted to bring up Jack's ties, and now that we can see he's directly in communication with somebody who's directly in communication with Erica.
Yeah.
Jack also has somebody that he does a lot of stuff with named Amir, and he, I believe, is an Israeli. Is he
He was
Israeli?
born in Jerusalem,
Yes.
and now he lives in the States, and he works out of the Gulf of Florida Calvary Chapel Church.
Yes. So we're showing you a chain of people here stemming back from our friends overseas to basically right up beside Erica. And
Yeah.
they're all connected. They all talk the same stuff.
Okay.
For the Lord to take us up anytime. I don't know the day or the hour. Nobody
Look,
does.
Look, here's the thing, and people ask me this all the time because by God's grace, our audience has grown a lot. And one of the questions that I get is I get word from desperate grandmothers, people who are looking to leave
Same. Yeah.
generations, legacies
Yeah.
for their children.
Wow.
And they're saying how do we reach out to our children? The most common thing I'm hearing people say now, these are people that are podcasting, mean well, you name it. So many of them are asking everybody to focus on history. You study history, you learn how to keep yourself from preventing history. And don't get me wrong, you have to know those things. You got to know what our forefathers believed. You've got to know what happened in the past. It's very important to draw parallels from what happened in Nazi Germany to today, and like all of those things are important. But it may be the most erroneous approach that's being taken right now by the older generation. And I'm going to say this at the risk of people thinking I'm crazy when I say it, but it's important for everybody to understand. If you want to save this generation, you need to get them to focus on Bible prophecy.
There you go. That's what he said.
100%.
If you want to save this generation, you need to get them to focus on Bible prophecy.
Yeah. And sure. But let's actually focus on true Bible
Yes.
prophecy.
Thank you.
Not a narrated version of events
Your versions
by
pushing
Zionists.
the
allegedly.
yeah. I mean, you're changing it as we go.
And people don't get that.
Pastor, you are 100% right. But they're going to churches that do not teach 29% of the Bible.
It's
What?
terrible.
Can you imagine?
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah. And you know what that 28 to 29% is? Those are the scriptures that they're pushing and twisting.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't speak about the whole book. Let's just get down to the 25% that we like, that we want to push.
I know when I go to church, I don't hear this stuff.
No.
I do. I hear Bible verses. We sing. We talk about people that are sick. We pray for them. There's like we would do if somebody in the community needed help, we would do like fundraisers for them.
Yeah, outreach, all that stuff.
It's just like you have like those classes. The kids go downstairs and they color.
Yeah, youth
I
group.
never hear if I went to a sermon, I would never hear like if stuff's happening politically. I don't hear the pastor talking about that. If he did,
Yeah.
it would be very brief, and he would pray for whatever is happening in the world. It wouldn't be, well, Candace Owens said this. I've never heard of this in my life.
Yeah, the fact that podcasters get brought up is just
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like, why aren't you focusing on what you're supposed to be doing instead of what other people are? Like, their heads and hearts are not in the right place.
And you're in a group chat somewhere.
Yeah,
What are you talking about on your pod? Well, I'm going to talk about this. What are you talking at your sermon? Every sermon is always political, and I don't think you should put that in church.
has nothing. Politics and church shouldn't have anything to do with each other, because then you're weaponizing politics with church, and then you're attacking people of the church with politics. It's a nasty business, man.
Rob disagrees with you.
Yeah, well, I
He-
disagree with a lot of what Rob says too. So.
Here we go, and it's almost done.
Saying, hey, any new people here today at our church? Oh, that's great. We're so happy you're here. Just we worship the Lord. We'll tithes and offerings here in a moment. And cheer up. We only teach 75% of the Bible.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
I'd run out of that.
Yeah.
I'd run out of that building. So these kids, you are 100%
He's going to run out of the building.
So hold on. If there's not scriptures pro our friend overseas, he's leaving.
He's leaving.
He's leaving. Yeah,
I'd run it out of there.
I'd run out of there. You didn't mention our friends from Philadelphia once. Sorry, I can't be here. I can't be here.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what everybody's saying in the chat, but I can't leave this screen, but
Ugh.
right. They cannot be ignorant in prophecy because they are in the moment. And yet, pastors have abandoned the literal bona fide doctrine of eschatology.
Yeah.
They have left that door.
They need to be told that God, before they were born, before their great grandfather was born, purposed them, set them aside to live in the most extraordinary time in human history.
That's right.
and that's that.
Hold on. And did you notice what he said there? Purpose them.
Purpose them.
Okay. So you want to give me purpose. Okay. Thanks. All right. So there's a bunch of comments.
What do we got?
Um,
Thank you. Bible prophecy has nothing to do with politics.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of comments. You're going to go through them
Yeah.
one by one?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Scriptures teach that Jewish people are the chosen people, but the political twist is not what God intended.
Absolutely.
Yes.
1000%.
What else do we got, babe?
Oh, yeah, there's more up if you scroll up.
Did you guys hear interference when the video was playing? I really apologize. Maybe I'll take my phone out of here. Is that my phone?
Yep.
Probably.
Yep.
I get buzzing sometimes.
Um,
That's what happens. Or they're watching us.
yeah.
Shouldn't they be saying not to listen to podcasters gossip?
I think that's what they're trying to say, but at the same time, is that really needed to be said in a sermon? That's what's so weird to us. Like, if you're focusing on the Word
Yeah.
of God, you don't care what Candace is saying or what Baron is saying or
No.
like Ian or Coach. Like, you don't care about what
No.
any of these people
No.
are saying. You
No.
know,
And better read the Bible for yourself and ask God to help it speak to you.
absolutely.
Yep.
That's the best advice somebody could ever give.
Yep. All right.
Very good, CJ.
Yes. We're going to move on.
I did want to.
Okay, just go ahead. I'm just going to prepare the next stage.
Okay.
Sorry.
I
So-
got into the back of the
All right. This is my next
TV
slide.
weeping
I just need
uncontrolled.
to know where I am.
Okay, I'm going to let you do that because I can't talk over the video.
Right.
So let me know when you're good, because there's a couple comments here unrelated to that I do want to bring up and talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
Or I can just talk about them. If you're busy, I'll just talk about them.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So TK Parks, they used to air those episodes live for all to see. Now you have to join or be a member or some sort of Erica's part is scripted. That was from TK Parks. I am the Axeman. Cover Phil Lyman and Operation Cerberus. Action, please. We actually might have stumbled onto something interesting about Phil. Well, we got a lot of conversation. I'm not even going to say anything else than that. We got a lot of conversation to have about that.
Who
before
said
we
that?
Bring it out. That is I am the Axeman.
I am the Axeman.
Hoaxing the world. Pastor James Caddis, brother John Caddis, has 2 LLCs, and they have to do with Egypt. Shocking.
Who said this?
Hoaxing.
How come I can't see the comments? How far up is that?
I have no idea where you are. I'm a little bit up. That's why I'm reading them out, because sometimes if it takes you too long to find them, I'll just read them out.
Hoaxing the world.
Yeah.
We're just reading some comments before we move on.
Nosy saying, I hate to inform you, most churches don't preach about prophecy. And you're right, a lot don't. But having said that, that's all these people talk about. They're talking about the end game, how it all ties in with our friends overseas, how we should just start worshiping them and put them first. And so I could agree with that, I guess. But the way it's going down now is manipulative.
Yeah.
And I don't really like that.
You pass me my phone for a second, babe? I do need to look up where this video was again. Where I got it from. Sorry, guys, if you hear buzzing or whatever. Okay, so what else did you guys say here? Jesus coming fulfills the Old Testament. Now Christians are the chosen people.
Yeah, and I actually saw something else that I actually wanted to comment too. While you're looking that up, I'll just talk.
Sure.
Nosy, scriptures teach that the Jewish people are his chosen people, but the political twist is not what God intended. That is right. And when they keep quoting that scripture from Genesis about them being a chosen people, they leave information out. So basically, they're saying that if you're from there, you get a free pass to heaven. You're born there, you get a free pass to heaven. As long as you're a descendant of Abraham, you get a free pass to heaven. Well, none of that's true, right? They are God's chosen people, but not all God's chosen people go to heaven. You still got to walk with Christ. You still got to have faith. You got to believe in the values. That gets you to heaven, not just going there, hanging out and kissing the wall. That doesn't get you anywhere, right? And they keep trying to push that because they gain military support, financial support, political support.
Yeah.
And it's based on something that's not 100% true. And they always leave that part out. And that's the part that's really, really important. Like access to heaven is gained through faith in Jesus. It's not given by being friends with people overseas that are causing a genocide. Like, that's not how you get in. And I don't see how you can do that
Allegedly.
one act.
We can't say that.
Allegedly, sorry. It might just be a big disagreement over there. Maybe somebody stole the chips and pop.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's not being explained exactly correct. And
Gregory Worth, I was always taught that the J word, I don't know, we could say it, I guess.
Yeah.
Were God's chosen people until they rejected him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the way that story's been told isn't 100% accurate either. Like, everybody says, oh, it was Pilate, right?
Yep. Yeah.
But he just didn't walk in and just start doing stuff. He was there to bring order to the province. The part that they don't say is who told Pilate, who brought the information to Pilate to go take out Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, who do you think did that?
It was.
Who do you think did that?
It was their people, a crowd of them. I
Yes.
don't want to say who.
Yes.
Yeah. And when they put him on the cross, what does it say on the top? INIR, right? And it says that is King of.
Yes.
And it's kind of like mocking.
It is. It's
mocking
like,
it, and as he's dying on the cross.
As he's dying.
So like they're trying to change that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because like I I can't handle that because that's not what I was taught. I was Catholic. Now I'm Christian. So, because I just didn't like a lot of the Catholic rules. So you can't just change that.
No.
They don't talk about it. I don't hear Jesus' name a lot. I hear God. God. All their books now are just God.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's like, please say Jesus. I just want to see if you spontaneously combust or not.
Debbie, today is April 19th of Oklahoma City bombing. Please say a prayer for all the victims and family members whose hearts are aching today, 34 years later. Oh my God, I just got goosebumps.
Oh
I
my
did not
God.
know that. Let's all say a prayer.
Yep.
We can just,
Yep. Let's
I don't know
take
what
a moment
prayer
for
you-
the Oklahoma City bombing victims and families. We'll just take a quick moment. We'll say the Lord's Prayer.
Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive those who trespass against us. But deliver us from all evil, for thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever are yours. Amen.
Amen. And God, Jesus, please bless the families and victims of that horrible incident
Yes.
and continue to give them strength to persevere through the losses
Wow.
that they suffered.
Didn't know it was today.
That's heavy.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Debbie.
you. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you very much for that.
Amen. Yes. And my cat just meowed. That amen too.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're moving on. So I had to bring this up on my phone because this was just about 11 days ago. Dr. Frank Turek was at.
They're all doctors. just like President Trump, he's a doctor.
So if you don't know about the pastors, so Frank Turek is also like kind of like Rob, one of Charlie's, I guess his friend, he would say, is like a son to him, he said. Anyways, a little bit about Frank. He is military, and so are his sons, and he has a lot of podcasts out about this.
Yes. Yeah.
So he just did a really good event at UVU. A guy's got to go watch that one. And
That was such a train
what is
wreck.
it? Christian apologetic. So he has like, I don't know what his background is, but he has like his theology, his military, and he helped Charlie with a lot of his I don't know, kind of like Rob. They both help with they both help with TPUSA. I can't say that he's the TPUS pastor because I don't think he is. He has something to do with it. He's always there. But he is at 2026 Change Your Mind College Tour, April 7th in Louisiana, Christian University in Pineville. Okay, so I'm just telling you where this video is coming from. You can put my phone back over there.
Yep.
Oh, a little bit buzzing.
Yeah, because you
Take it right
it's
out.
Yep, it was right by the mic.
It is like when you have your phone right beside the mic, it does something.
All right. So,
Yeah.
just want to look at some more comments. Nosy, this is End Times Prophecy, TIFF, Shuttlesworth, eschatology. Learn discernment from scriptures and apply listening to media as well as everyday life. That's a very interesting comment.
And Hoaxing the World. You want to read that one?
How far down? I don't know where you are. You're up there?
Yeah.
I got to find that. Just bring it up.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
It's right there on the screen.
Oh, sorry. I'm like looking down over there. Samaritan Medical Foundation Incorporated is a clinic in Nag Hammadi, Egypt. Services along the Nile International Incorporated. He is also tied with Billy Graham. Oh, that's interesting. Billy Graham,
is.
folks, Samaritans, Purse Full Circle. That's interesting. Thank you for that note, Hoaxing.
Yeah. Okay. I do have the poll up. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Right there.
I don't know if you guys can see it. I did bring that comment up, but I'll bring it up again.
Oh,
Yes, Nurse
I didn't
CJ.
see it. Yeah, the poll's up. People are voting.
Judeo-Christian is a cult, IMO, using religion as an excuse to do evil. Opinion? I
It is, man.
I-
There's no such religion
I agree.
religion as that. I agree.
agree too.
I agree.
Frank is always standing like he's about to start a fight with people. Won't win.
That's his stance when he knows somebody's gonna
Yeah.
out argue him or out debate him.
He talks about Candace here. I mean, they can't get that name out of their mouths. So let's watch a little bit of this.
White TV weeping uncontrollably. Tell me, what's the matter? They killed the president. They killed the president. President Kennedy assassinated that day. I can still see my mother in my mind right now when she was 26 years old sitting on that ottoman. She's 88 today. But I can see her when she's 26. Why? Because it was an impact event. I never saw my mother cry like that. It was a shock. I don't remember anything before that and very little after that. Where were you when the second plane hit the tower? For those of you that are old enough. Where were you when Trump got shot? Do you remember where you heard it? Where were you when you heard Charlie got shot? I was 25 feet from him. Do you think I'm ever going to forget that? Not only am I never going to forget that, I can't forget it. The first thought I have when I wake up in the morning is Charlie. The last thought I have when I fall asleep is Charlie. Probably the same for many of you in here. Impact event. Do you think a resurrection would have been an impact event? Do you think if Jesus really rose from the dead, they would have been like, whoa, what do you think would have happened? Charlie was killed on a Wednesday.
What the heck is he saying? Babe.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's Messiah him as much as we can.
I mean, referencing him as Jesus. Like, you guys see that? Did you hear what he just said? No. Do I have to rewind it?
Just take it back a little bit. It's weird because
If
we've
I
been
can, I
talking.
don't
We've
know.
been talking about this quite a bit.
I don't know if I can. That's the problem with these videos. Like, it'll start from the beginning. I want you to hear what he says about, I was 25 feet from him, from that point onwards.
White TV weeping uncontrollably.
Here,
I can still see my mother. I don't remember anything before that and very little after that. Where were you when the second plane hit the tower? Where were you when you heard Charlie got shot?
here we go.
I was 25 feet from him. Do you think I'm ever going to forget that? Not only am I never going to forget that, I can't forget it. The first thought I have when I wake up in the morning is Charlie. The last thought I have when I fall asleep is Charlie. Probably the same for many of you in here. Impact event.
Impact event.
Do you think a resurrection would have been an impact event?
There. Charlie Kirk's assassination was an impact event. Do you think the resurrection
Is an impact.
is an impact event? And I just want to know if anybody caught that, because I caught that and I went last night. I went, oh my God, what is he saying?
All right, let's play a little more. See how he looks at this impact event.
Charlie Kirk's assassination was an impact event. The resurrection of Jesus is an impact event.
Do you think if Jesus really rose from the dead, they would have been like, whoa, what do you think would have happened? Charlie was killed on a Wednesday, September 10th. What do you think would happen if 39 hours later, Charlie walked out of the morgue?
What? What is he saying?
Frank.
Babe.
Frank.
Okay. What is happening here?
He's literally trying to make.
What is happening? Debbie, what is...
He's trying to push him as a Messiah.
He just said, what would happen 39 hours
Yeah.
if Charlie walked out of the morgue?
Let's let him finish the sentence. This is retarded.
And then he displayed himself for 40 days doing miracles. And then he ascended to heaven. Would anybody forget that? Would anybody have any trouble saying, I know what he said. I know what he did. I saw it. Could you forget it?
What is he doing?
No, of course you couldn't forget it. This is the only way I can figure out why these pious Jews who thought they were God's chosen people would abandon everything on the left and then adopt everything on the right. Under great stress and duress. I mean, what did the
Want me
New
to rewind
Testament
that?
writers have to gain?
What do you have there?
I mean, what stress?
Ah,
I mean, what did
sorry guys. I want to read this.
under great stress?
Apostles, I can't read the top part, and practices before and after. Oh, before and after the resurrection.
Yeah.
Animal sacrifice. I just want to read this. Okay.
Hold on.
What the heck?
Hold on. You notice a couple things that were important before that were not important after? You know, just kind of this one here. Interesting. That wasn't important after the resurrection of Christ. Interesting. Sunday worship, baptism and communion, Christ's life, Christ's sacrifice. It's
Yeah,
weird.
It's weird.
You hear just a
Really
lot
weird.
more about our friends overseas and observing the Sabbath and,
Yeah.
you know, kissing the wall. Funny that that is not in that list. His own list, by the way. That's not in his own list. Just another odd fact.
I
There's
can't
a-
read
there's-
what this says, but okay.
And duress. I mean, what did the New Testament writers have to gain by making up a new religion? Nothing.
So there was. I wish I brought up another. There was a speaker there, and she was an. I think she was an atheist. Yeah, I'm correct. They had a back and forth thing going on there. You guys go watch it. She said that they made the New Testament in the 70s.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool back and forth that Frank and that girl had.
And Frank loses miserably.
Yeah. So
he
They
can't,
got beaten, tortured.
he couldn't defend Christianity to an atheist. He lost that debate.
Yeah.
It was,
Been killed.
maybe I'll bring it up next Pastor Sunday.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, they had every motive to say the resurrection did not happen, not every motive to say it did. I get the question a lot. If you're a Christian, maybe you do. Are there any non-Christian writers that talk about Jesus and the apostles? Yeah, we have them all listed in chapter 9 of I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist, but I think the question has an illicit assumption underneath it. What's the illicit assumption? You know, you really can't trust these New Testament writers because you see, these people were biased. You can only trust the non-Christian sources to figure out what really happened. If you think about that for more than 5 seconds, you realize how stupid
Pause
that is.
What the
What did these
heck?
people have to gain by saying it was true?
So do you like that? The only way you can find out about Christianity is through all the non-Christian sources. Don't read a Christian Bible to find out about it at all. Like don't do that. That's crazy. That's madness. I think we got to go read the Torah or something. That'll tell us about Christianity, right? Or the Talmud. That'll tell us about Christianity,
Yeah.
right? But don't ever read a normal Bible. Like
Yeah.
just don't do that.
I had to go through a lot of footage just to get this one clip. So hope you guys appreciate my. Oh, I had to listen to him
There's
for hours.
there is a lot of comments just
Sure.
basically on this too. We don't, if you want, you can finish this clip and then we can run through a whole whack load of them.
Well, yeah, like especially how we about Charlie and
Yeah,
an impact.
yeah.
Is an impact. What was it again? He said
Impact moment, for a lack of a better phrase.
was the resurrection an impact moment?
They had everything to lose by saying it was true. Some of you may know my friend Jay Warner Wallace, the cold case homicide detective, who's been on Dateline more
Pause
than any
that.
other homicide detective
not
because he
pausing.
solves murders decades old. In fact, I had Jim on the show about 2 weeks after Charlie was murdered to talk about how cases go. They don't go like Candace Owens is saying, okay?
Take a shower after this one.
And Jim has written a number of books. He's taken his homicide skills and applied them to the greatest homicide of all time, the homicide of Jesus. It's called Cold Case Christianity. And his website is coldcasechristianity.com. Anyway, Jim says this. He says, whenever I find a body that I know has been murdered, I don't need to track down 1,000 different possible motivations for that guy being murdered. He says, I know that guy was murdered for one or more of these three reasons. There was either a sex issue, a money issue, or a power issue. Sex, money, or power
Hold
are
on.
the three reasons that can drive people to murder.
Sex. Okay, maybe we can't say that word. So S.
Sure you can.
Okay, well, whatever. S.
Money and power. So, by his own admission, those are the three things which would warrant an investigation into a murder. Crazy. Isn't that the three things that are being discussed most when it comes to what happened
Yeah.
with Charlie?
Yeah.
Money and power being the two most prominent. So, you're only allowed to look into if one of these things is a motive. Well, I think it's pretty obvious that,
Yep.
that's a motive. You want to talk about money? Well, there's only hundreds of millions of dollars, and by the end of next year, maybe billions available. Power, you kind of influenced the election of the biggest, most powerful country on the planet.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry. I think this deserves to be looked into, and we'll keep that as our opinion. Thanks,
Yes.
Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Thanks, Frank.
Well said, babe.
In fact, if you think about this, sex, money, and power are the three things that drive any of us to sin. Why? Because sex, money, and power are good things. In fact, they're so good, we'll often take shortcuts to get them. And that's what sin is. We take.
Okay, so that's that with him.
Okay, there's a lot of comments on this, and I'm just going to scroll back
What
a
about the
whole
morgue
bunch.
thing? The morgue thing was just
Oh man, and now you know why Frank is curly. All right, so I'm just going to read some
He's
out.
Larry, isn't he?
Or yeah,
He's
Larry.
curly.
He's Larry.
Who's Curly?
Jack,
Jack.
Jack's curly. Oh my God! So I'm just gonna read some of these comments out. Mark, Karas, be prepared, Ali. Frank is about to yell.
Where's that? I can't
It's.
find it.
I just scrolled way back to the
Okay.
like. Yeah, if you stay down at the bottom, you can bring up some of the newer ones. I've scrolled back. I'll bring up some of the old ones. Annie Yaku 75. How old was Frank when his mother was 26? How old would he be to remember that? There you go. There you go. Nosy again. Jews don't believe Jesus was resurrected. Of course not. This is just madness. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Um,
Great comments, guys.
yeah. TK Parks. Yeah. Charlie isn't Jesus. Trump is. If you don't believe me, just ask Trump. Yeah. Remember, Paula White went on a whole rant about that.
Yes.
You don't believe in Jesus unless you believe in Trump or something to that effect.
Or she even
Oh.
she even said she had Bibi Netanyahu right in front of her, and she's like, "I think if you don't go to Israel, you're not getting to heaven.
Yeah, it
You
should
have
be-
to attend. You have to
Yeah.
go. Once if you don't, you're not. And it should be mandated. That's what she said. She said that.
Yeah. And Win Evans won. Milkiness for everything it's worth. This guy is gross. 100%. 100%.
Oh
I've
man.
seen the world. I am old enough to say I watched Bill Cooper when he did those talks. Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, like this is crazy, right? This was a crazy clip.
Yeah. Elizabeth Minton, not the same for me. That's your guilt, Frank. Wild comparison. It's just like, my goodness.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on because like I have lots more to show. I think. Do I? Yes. Oh yeah. So I don't know if you guys recall me. Maybe I'll show this clip first. Yeah, I'll reference it. I'm not going to play the whole clip. I'm going to get into this guy. Okay.
Oh, I just want to bring up one more comment here.
Okay.
Sorry, babe.
We got to keep moving on.
Yeah, I will. Elizabeth Minton. Minton. I had just had an advertisement pop up. If he really rose from the dead, he not believe he did. I'm floored because remember how he said if Jesus rose?
Yes.
Are you asking a question? You should be making a statement.
Who said that? Elizabeth?
Yeah. And remember, he
comment.
said that. He said
If I
that.
can
So it's
find
like,
it,
hold
I
on,
don't-
what do you believe here, bro?
I can't find it.
It's further back a little bit. That's why I said I'll just try to read some out because there's a lot of dynamite comments, and
Great comments, guys.
I wanted to try to touch on as many as I could. You know what I mean?
Hey, how are you doing, Louisiana?
Hey, girl.
I just played a clip of Frank.
It was a train wreck.
Yeah,
Train
I'll
wreck
send
clip.
it to you. It was actually, he said, like the impact of when Charlie Kirk's assassination happened. It was an impact moment.
Oh man.
Would you call Jesus' resurrection an impact moment?
Yeah.
There was he talked about Charlie coming out of the morgue, and it was just bizarre.
Yeah.
It was bizarre.
And I just want to touch one more comment. Tool Druid, Frank's actions were far from noble that day. I
Yep.
agree. He just like freaked out, jumped on the ground, crawled around in a circle, and then ran. He didn't go to Charlie. He ran to the SUV.
Oh, and that Paula girl gives Debbie nightmares.
Oh, she's so gross.
Power!
She's so weird. She's so gross.
Oh, I'm gonna have it on my little what do you call that thing again?
Oh yeah, we're gonna try to load that as
Yeah.
a soundbite.
A soundbite. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to do that because we can put clapping. I can put like
Yeah, we
probably could
we'll
do that
figure it
later.
out.
All right. So I'm moving on, guys.
And I just wanted to say, if you're on X, check out Louisiana Girls Research.
Yep.
She does some really, really good stuff. So if you are on X, go check her out, please, and thank you.
Yes. And PPI. They're both really good. All right. What am I doing now? Okay. So this guy, you guys know who this is? Type his name in the chat if you know who he is. I think it says it there, but
Does it? Oh yeah, it does.
yeah. Okay. All right.
So this is Alan Jackson, guys.
Yeah. He, like when I brought up my other pastors, like Where's Rob? And he was in the Where's Waldo on one of my live streams because I can't find Rob for a whole, I don't know how many months since the deleted sermons. Since he was in November 2025. But he's been working with this guy. Okay? So I am going to show a clip from before from my previous. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but this is where they are in Virginia.
And just look,
Maybe a month ago. Yeah.
yeah, and just take a quick look at this thumbnail that Ali's got up. Can you tell what his focus is as a Christian pastor? Can you tell what his
Do
focus
you guys
is?
like that? I mean, you can make an album. You can make like a record album. I just thought it was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I went to go check them. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and that's what
It's
we
really
found.
great. I love it. I love it.
So we were like, oh, I wonder what his Christian and Catholic sermons are going to be like. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Thanks, Alan.
But stay tuned because I read this. This was June 18th, 2025, leading into Charlie's passing and his going to the Hamptons and all that stuff. It says here, Operation Rising Lion. That was my last Pastor Sunday episode. You got to watch it. But I'm going to bring up some stuff. I'm going to blow you guys' minds.
And just that Operation Rising Lion.
Yeah.
That's crazy from 2025 last year. Like he's bringing that up.
No,
He's bringing it up.
He's
man.
not, but he's acting like he is.
Ugh.
This is what I'm talking about, guys.
It's literally
They're pushing it.
the blanket
They're
pulled over your
trying
head.
to blend it in very subtly. All right, here we go. Well, why is he working with Rob? Okay, anyways, here we go.
That God implanted in people's heart.
Yeah.
I don't believe that anybody that sits here and loves Israel, somebody sat with him and convinced him and so on. And I believe that the same way with the hate of Israel. I believe the hate towards Israel, and when we talk about anti-Semitism, I believe it's also a spiritual thing. I believe it's a spiritual thing. It's a supernatural hate that comes from the pit of hell. So I think she should examine herself before judging everybody else.
Yeah.
And
They're talking about Candace.
Yeah, he's literally going on a rant.
just hating like that, it's almost scary.
There he is.
So
Hello, how are you? So he's here with Rob, and that's like I did try to go find what Rob is doing, and he's working with him and a whole bunch of other ones behind the scenes because he's not posting it on social media. So it is kind of hard to find Rob's Frank just posts all the time on his
Yeah.
YouTube. But
Yep.
Show clip number 16.
It is an absolute fact that Charlie Kirk thought that he was a time traveler. He told me he was a time traveler repeatedly. I showed you guys that text message exchange. I said to him in response that I didn't feel the same way and that I thought I was from another planet, that I was an alien my entire life. Just do not get it here. This planet is ghetto. That's how I feel. I don't understand it. The rules don't make sense. I think that's also why I like cats so much. I feel that they can relate to that. They think humanity is ghetto. They don't want to be around us. They don't like us. They know it's ghetto. It is
people
ghetto,
are laughing
right?
in the audience.
CIA's project Looking Glass. Essentially, there were these whistleblowers, like I told you, in the military and within the CIA apparatus that came forward to reveal that the deep state had a technology, which they stole, of course. Please do not miss the part that I keep explaining to you. These people are not smarter than you. They're just more evil. They steal, they plunder, and they steal things, and then they rewrite history and pretend that they were geniuses. Anyways, they have a knack for murder, they have a knack for theft, and this time, just like a lot of times before, they stole a device from the ancient Sumerian civilization.
So they go on and on, like, just making fun of her. Like, I don't have to play, like, the whole thing.
No, but it's like,
I mean, hold on a second, guys. My screen, like, went. Sorry, hold on. So, yeah, babe, I'm sorry. I don't have to play the whole thing. They go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. They're all here, the whole panel. I'll play that part.
Like I said,
They're all here.
I'm not trying to be unkind. I just want people to see in their own words so that you can decide, are these believable things that people are saying like this? And then today, I saw this clip, and then we'll go back to the discussion, but I just thought this was interesting because Charlie Kirk, in his own words, is going to respond to Candace Owen.
So I already posted this. I just want to show you guys who he is, and you can clearly see he's like working with. Do you see Rob there?
yeah.
There he is. You see him?
There's
Recognize when we're
Rob.
talking about these people,
Yep.
we're talking about less than 20 million, 18.6 million. It is
Okay.
absolutely, that's
I'm not
demonic.
playing the whole clip. It's on my X.
I'm going to stop. I'm not going to say anything.
They're just literally roasting Candace. So
And
I'm
remember,
not going to give them the airtime to do that. So
that's a great sermon. I think if
Yeah.
I would have been there, I would have learned a lot about Jesus and my faith. I feel like I would have been very well informed if I went on that. What about you, honey?
joke's on them soon. Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I just wanted to show you who he is, and I'm going to move on because there's more with this guy. Okay. Like, is there more? I think there is.
Oh, there's more.
So,
You guys are ridiculous.
So, is he with the Outreach Church? I think he is.
Yes, he's with the World Outreach Church.
Yeah. So the World Outreach Church WOC in Tennessee, led by Pastor Allen Jackson, has faced criticisms regarding its aggressive growth tactics, with some critics allegedly emotional manipulation, isolation of members, and the use of questionable prophecies. The church is known for its conservative stance, with Jackson publicly addressing cultural issues such as gender modification laws. Yeah.
So I
hang on.
find that part that's just highlighted there. He's faced a lot of criticisms for aggressive growth tactics, with some critics alleging emotional manipulation, isolation of church members, and the use of questionable prophecies. Wow. Isn't that revealing, everybody? Because I think we've been talking exactly about those things. And when you look at how all these people are friends, they all share the same talking points. They're all pushing the same rhetoric and narrative.
Yeah. And this thing here was just somebody said this about there's a whole bunch of bad comments on Reddit. I just found that. My mom started going to this mega church about a decade ago. We visited with her a couple times, and
I loathe it.
I've actually stopped going there when we visited, even if my wife and kids, this is a man, I guess.
Yeah.
My wife and kids go with her. Instead, I go to the little Episcopal church near her house. It doesn't openly embrace hateful ideologies or rhetoric. though it is pretty conservative, and the pastor will often take passive aggressive swipes at the media. And I'm pretty sure he ain't talking about Fox News. It just gives me the ick big time, as all do the megachurches. Same here.
Yep.
My mother has become nearly unrecognizable person to me since she's going there. Very pro-Trump, and I think she's basically parrots whatever the leadership there says. I know it's scary, right?
Yeah, it is.
When your parents
is.
will just listen to it's just like
The most popular idea,
Yeah.
or the ideas that are going viral or circulating more.
or whatever they say goes in their
Yeah.
mind. Like you can't
Yeah.
say anything bad about them or
And-
have an opinion. They'll just be like, I know what this guy's talking about.
Yep. And just got to say, protect your parents, protect your grandparents, because they're the ones who are going to be the most vulnerable to this,
Anybody
right?
know more about this church or have any experiences with it? There's surprisingly little online I can find. Okay.
Not
so
surprised about that.
I found stuff. So we're talking like Waco. I don't know what's happening in the chat here. What are you guys talking about? Okay, we are moving on. Okay, what do I have now?
Oh, I just want to mention one comment from Louisiana. These pastors are so gross. I rebuke these guys in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Same here.
Oh,
It is like
these guys are just,
there. Okay.
how can they call themselves Christians?
So if you watch my Pastor Sunday, I'm just bringing this up because I have to take the comments off so you can see that, actually. I'm just bringing this up because I had this on my last Pastor Sunday. She works with James Caddis, the Bible 360 guy. And I just thought this was weird. You know, the lions are everywhere. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. I made this because I feel like they're changing the Bible as we know it. This is what it used to be, and this is where we're going forward. And the Lion of Judah is highly recognizable in Israel. So
Yes.
Um,
And also, to further what you're saying, they also gave, what was it? The Heart of the Lion award
Yes.
to,
I'm going to talk about that now.
yes, okay.
So if you guys didn't know that, like what Chris just said, I have it on my Pastor Sunday. Go watch it. It was kind of fun. This is all leading up to, am I on the screen? Okay. Sorry. I just wanted to bring that up. This is all leading up to when Charlie passed. So in June, Pastor Alan Jackson is doing an event, Operation Rising Lions. Okay? I'm just putting it out there. I'm not allegedly saying anything. Everything
Ye-
is just
Yeah,
allegedly.
so the pastor's talking about it. But remember what happened last year, Operation Rising Lion. You remember what that is? You guys? If not, don't worry. We got something to play, but remember that.
Yeah, just remember June 18th, Pastor Alan Jackson did have on his list what things he was going to discuss. Rising Operation Lions. Okay? And we all know what he's about. And then we go leading into July. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So July, didn't Charlie go to the Hamptons? Wasn't there a big problem there?
Yes.
Was it July or July? I think it was
Yes.
July.
Yes, I think it was somewhere around there, and that's when that alleged meeting happened in the Hamptons.
Yep.
Which we found out after the Candace and Erica meeting that Erica was actually there.
So hopefully this doesn't play yet. So here's the hopefully this doesn't play. I have to stop it. No, it doesn't play. Okay, good.
So pilots really
Oh,
do
it
get
does play.
nicknames.
It does play as soon as I touch it. Okay. Supporting Israel, how far is too far? Join Pastor Allen for special Wednesday night message, June 18th. This was in 2025. What's happening in Israel? Operation Rising Lion. Why the Middle East matters to America and the world. This is the foreshadowing. I don't know what is. And this guy, he just talks. What was this video again referencing to, babe?
This video is actually interesting because this guy decides to, I have no idea why this would be relevant in a church setting, but he decides to interview this gentleman here who's, I believe he's retired, and he was part of the space program, and he's a fighter pilot in Vietnam, and he felt that it was very important for him to learn about this.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I just
I'll,
thought it
I'll,
was a little weird.
I'll just play it. Maverick Goose
And
Hoot, the story behind the call signs.
and I just want to say, this gentleman here that he's interviewing seems like he served with distinction. No way is this a shot at him.
No.
Thank you for your service, sir. We greatly appreciate you defending the
Yeah.
nation. Thank you.
And I'll just play the video quickly here.
Yes, it isn't just a nickname, it's a call sign. So in the air, let's say you're in a dogfight and you've got 5 airplanes mixing it up in a dogfight. You really can't say, hey, Jim, this is Bob. Okay, which Jim and which Bob is it? But Bear, Hoot, it gets through right away when you use call signs. And I first got to be Hoot when I joined my Phantom Squadron in Vietnam, April 13th, 1972. The operations officer said to me, well, hey kid, I was 25 years old, about to start flying combat missions. He said, have you got a nickname? And I said, oh yes sir, it's Bob. And he said, no, come on, I mean a real nickname. And I said, well, occasionally I've been called Hoot, April 13th, 1972. From then on, I was Hoot. That went on my canopy, the name on the canopy. That went on my leather name tag. That went on my coffee cup. So I've been Hoot ever since then.
So yeah, that's just that.
Yep. And I just wanted to say, may Jesus bless that individual. Thank you for your
Yep.
service. Thank you very much. But again, it's interesting. Why do you need to, be getting information about this from this gentleman about his history? Could be nothing, but I just find it odd.
Can I have my phone, baby?
Yep.
I'm just going to reference dates now. So it's because it's important. Operation Rising Lions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So remember that this guy has what he's doing is he's running his his sermons, and he's talking about Operation Rising Lion, right? And we know that this is a little bit weird for Ali and I, because we believe this is all tied into the Lion of Judah. It's just our opinion, it's just our thoughts. But when we look at how the sermon came out, Charlie's stance on the war in Iran, to the receiving of the award, to the second war of Iran, and it's just all
Actually, can
really,
I have your phone? I think I screenshotted it from your phone because you're the one who found this clip for me.
yeah. So it's just very weird. Like, throughout the past year and a half, we have these pastors all from military backgrounds. This guy's apparently trying to gain some knowledge. We have that meeting in the Hamptons. Then we have the Iran war break out. We have Charlie's assassination. He's given the Lion of Judah. These military operations all deal with lions. And I don't know if Charlie would have liked being given that Lion Award if it was going to be tied directly right back into the thing that he was actually voicing out against. Like that, I don't know if it's hard to say. It's not like we ever knew Charlie or anything, right?
Here
But
we go. Got it.
They give an award which ties right into conflict, and I don't think he'd be cool with that.
You haven't watched anything before Charlie Kirk? Oh, we watch them all the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
some people haven't really followed him much, but
We were watching him the night before he was assassinated.
yeah, that's
so-
why it hit us hard, because we were just watching a debate. We like watching those, those 3-hour debates. I think we were watching the UK one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like how he doesn't have to have a phone and he can just, debate anybody. So, and how he went out everywhere to go do that.
Yep.
He went out of USA to do that. He went everywhere. So I really appreciate Charlie doing that. So, okay, so we're remembering the timeline now, everybody. Mr. Jackson.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's understanding what I'm talking about here? Wait, where is it? Oh, yeah. I have to pause this because it's going to play. If I show it. I'm just going to pause it.
So pilots really do get.
No.
Operation Rising Lion, filled with unprecedented.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I apologize.
So pilots really do get nicknames.
Yes, it isn't just a nickname, it's a call sign. So in
I apologize. Technical difficulties. Okay, so this was June 18th, 2025. Okay. Before Charlie was still with us. And then the video I'm going to play now is from our friends overseas. I'm so sorry, my voice. Operation Rising Lion, Precision in Action, July 3rd, 2025. right? And there is some parts I had to take out of here, so we're gonna have to read it because or read the screen because there was some kind of music in there and I had to take it out.
Yeah.
So just give me a
So
second.
we're sorry about that, but you may have to read and follow along. Okay, guys?
We're all about the Lions right now. Operation Rising Lion. Alan Jackson's talking about it. Now we got our friends overseas doing a video in July.
Yep.
Okay.
Operation Rising Lion, filled with unprecedented military achievements, has concluded. So what exactly happened over these 12 days? On June 13th, the IDF launched a surprise preemptive operation in the skies of Iran. The first wave of strikes targeted 2 programs of the Iranian regime. The first is the notorious...
Okay. Weapons ballistic. You can read it if you're faster.
Yep. Both were created in order to annihilate the state of Israel. The Israeli Air Force dismantled dozens of production sites of missiles and launchers, destroyed over 200 missile launchers. We eliminated 4 Iranian army chiefs of staff and many more commanders. We eliminated 11 senior nuclear scientists who were instrumental in the regime's nuclear weapons development. And blah, blah, blah. The Air Force dismantled nuclear sites, aerial defense systems, centrifuge production facilities, and uranium enrichment sites. Also, an inactive nuclear reactor in Arak to prevent future reactivation. Beyond dismantling, this has clear and key sites, including 15 enemy aircraft. Among them, the furthest strike in history was an Iranian refueling aircraft that was destroyed 2,400 kilometers away from Israel. This is the Mashhad Airport in Tehran, Iran's capital. Israeli Air Force struck the headquarters, including the headquarters of Iran's nuclear program and the nuclear
archives who
archive.
held unique...
So now his voice comes back in. Thank you, babe, for that.
Sorry, it's because of we couldn't cut the music and the voice out separately. It was really messed up. So sorry, that's how we had to display that video.
Usually I can have the guy talking, but it wouldn't let me. So July 3rd, 2025, he's saying this. It's kind of interesting.
Yep.
This is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna let him talk now.
Documentations related to its development. To thwart Iran's ballistic missile program, we destroyed around 50% of its total missile launchers. And we even intercepted numerous ballistic missiles before they were fired at Israeli civilians. We continue to protect Israeli civilians on all fronts. We are the Israeli Defense Forces.
So that's a message from our great friends at the IDF, and thank you very much for that. There was a lot of people killed. Now
we're going to show the next video, which is now fast forwarding to 2026 from our friends overseas. February 28th, 2026. Now it's called Operation Roaring Lion.
Yes.
Okay. Is everybody getting what's happening in the comments? Real Muppet Masher.
Oh wow! I didn't even see that.
Thank you so much for coming.
That's a great comment, Muppet. Thank you so much. Operation Aggressive Kitty.
I'm gonna change
so
it.
much.
I'm gonna change it to that.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. That made us laugh. Thank you, Muppet.
We're doing a deep dive with him on another episode. We're making it happen again. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Guys, let's look at the timeline. We got Alan Jackson talking about the Operation Roaring Lion 2025 in June. Charlie goes to the Hamptons, has that blowout saying, I don't want to do this pro blah blah cause anymore.
Yeah.
Then we have our friends overseas talking about all this Operation Roaring Lion. And didn't they say they did stuff in Iran? Did they people?
Oh,
well, we can't say it.
Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to bring it up if we can't say it.
Yeah, well,
but if
you saw the video.
But if you know, well, we can't just sort of say that. I got to try to give details now, otherwise it's just rambling with no context. So if you watched some of the coverage of what was happening over there in Gaza, you'll notice that the IDF was alleged to have been committing atrocities to.
Just don't
no,
say it.
No, I'm halfway through. I can't stop now. Otherwise, this thing makes no sense. There was alleged atrocities committed towards children and women.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. You can go find that stuff out. It was pretty horrible, and it's
So the last video, if people are just joining, the last video that we just showed, are you recapping that one or no? Because now I'm gonna play this one. I'm playing this one.
Sure. So that took place last year, of course, and our friend there, Alan, felt it was necessary to cover this in his church, and we saw then the IDF breakdown of what happened, the people that were killed, the buildings and infrastructure that were destroyed, and there was still no real evidence that that was needed to happen at all. In fact, Charlie was against that, the
Yep.
whole thing. He was fighting for it not to happen.
Yep.
And then they give the Lion Award and tie that into these.
Oh, right. So
Like
thank you for
that's-
mentioning that again. So now the timeline: Alan Jackson, June 18, 2025. Charlie, July 2025. Then this video comes out July 3rd, 2025. Now my next thing I'm going to say in January, I should play that one first, but I'll
Yeah.
play this video next. It doesn't matter. January, Rob McCoy goes overseas and receives the Lionheart Award on behalf for Charlie Kirk.
Yes, and that was part of the receiving of that award was basically saying he's a defender of our friends overseas. And-
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Okay. So that happened in January. And then February, we have this next video,
Yeah. So you
which
can see it.
is so bizarre.
So you can see how they're trying to push the martyr rhetoric. They're trying to monetize it as much as they can. They're trying to tie the national animal of our friends overseas into Charlie, into the wars. They're trying to thread it all together for a nice bowl of
Into
slop.
Christianity as well.
Yes,
Into,
and yes, and it's becoming a messy bowl of slop.
Here we go.
An operation against the Iranian terrorist regime in full cooperation with the U.S. Armed Force. This is an
Sorry. Did it not play? Something happened.
It just stumbled a bit at the end, but it was okay.
operation
beginning.
against the world.
You didn't record
Today,
it right.
we launched Operation Roaring Lion,
There we go.
an operation against the Iranian terrorist regime in full cooperation with the U.S. Armed Force. This is an operation against the world's largest sponsor of terror, a regime that for years has called death to Israel, death to America, death to the West. We listened to their words carefully. We watched their actions, and today we acted. We acted because we had to. We launched this operation by seizing an operational opportunity, conducting coordinated strikes against high-level gatherings of senior figures within Iran's military and security leadership. We can now confirm that these senior Iranian regime officials were eliminated by the IDF. Ali Shamkhani, advisor to Khamenei on issues of defense and Secretary of the Defense Council. Muhammad Pakpour, commander of the IRGC. Muhammad Shirazi, head of the military bureau of the Iranian supreme leader for almost 40 years. Salah Asadi, the senior intelligence officer of the Supreme Command. Aziz Nasirzadeh, the Iranian defense minister, and others. These and other senior figures will no longer be able to advance their plan, the destruction of Israel. These are terrorists who have blood on their hands, who are directly responsible for the death of thousands by terror. The launch of Operation Roaring Lion comes after months of close and joint planning with the U.S. Armed Forces. A historic, unprecedented level of cooperation between two nations fighting side by side against terror. Our mission could not be more clear. The IDF will continue to act to remove emerging threats against Israel because the price of inaction is too high.
Okay. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah. So one thing,
Months of planning, babe.
yeah, and the one thing which sort of bothers me is how closely he is really trying to weave the American government into it. Yeah, sure they planned it, but and there was a lot of people that were for it, but it's just like they were the main pushers of this, and it seems like they're trying to, now that it's happened, they're trying to take a step aside and sort of be like, oh well, it wasn't us.
Yeah.
We were just we just brought it up. It's really all the United States people. Like they're really in it with us. They're really pushing it. I don't know. I find that
I
very.
even have a clip, but I lost it and I didn't have enough time to prepare it for this show. A clip of them saying, it wasn't this guy, I think it was another guy. He said, "The eagle has landed and the lion is ready to fight."
Yeah.
Like, what in the world?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Hello from UK.
Hey,
How are you doing? Thanks for showing up.
I've been to Liverpool. I've been there.
I've got hatching today. Baby turkeys? Oh my goodness.
Aw,
That is so
awesome.
cool.
That's great, Nosy.
I remember having little guinea pigs and they were having babies every other week. It was a lot. But most of the time, most of the pets that I've had as dogs and cats, but my gosh, turkeys, that's so cool. I've had German shepherds all my life. Love German shepherds, just like Muppets here, Muppet. Go follow Muppet Masher. He's in the chat here. He's from Australia. Operation Aggressive Kitty. Go follow him. He's on X. His name is Muppet Masher. All right. Moving on to Mr. Rob McCoy in January receiving the Lionheart Award. It's all leading up to this war, I believe. I mean, Operation Roaring Lion.
That and just trying to tie his legacy very hard to our friends overseas by just showering him with all these ideological symbols, and we're not buying it. We're not buying it.
All right, here is the video. I've played this before, but it's just relevant now to this Operation Roaring Lion, okay? So this was in January 2026. Because Rob was he was non-existent for a while, right?
He was hiding.
Yeah.
He was hiding, and we were looking for him, and then we found him, and he was doing a tour all overseas, all over the United States, very low profile, but he was saying a lot.
He wasn't posting anything on his social media or his Facebook anywhere like he usually does. Like he wasn't doing it ever since I posted the deleted sermon. He just left the internet. He didn't leave. He's still doing stuff. It's just more, allegedly more secretive. Okay, award for Charlie Kirk and Leo Terrell in Jerusalem. January 20th, 2026. The government of Israel will present its annual award of honor to fight against antiseptic. I'm gonna say that to the senior counsel chair to the U.S. Department of Justice Task Force to combat antiseptic. In addition, the special award of honor in memory of the late Charlie Kirk will be presented to his personal pastor that he only met in 2020, Rob McCoy, in recognition of his principled and courageous stand for truth, Israel, and the fight against antiseptic.
Yeah.
So he received that award. I'm just going to play a little bit of it here and then stop the video because I have shown this before. Here we go.
Those who don't know, I'm Ariel Whitman, and today we're with someone very special, Pastor Rob McCoy. He is well known, I think, from outside of his church and city as Charlie Kirk's pastor.
Yes.
And also is the co-founder of Turning Point USA Faith.
Right.
So, Pastor, it's extreme honor and privilege to speak with you.
And with here in Israel. Thank you.
Pastor, let's start off with why you're here in Israel. So I want to just start off and explain, and then you'll, I guess, interject, is you are here for the conference organized by Minister of Diaspora Amichai Shikli about combating anti-Semitism, and they gave an award to Charlie, basically, through you. You accepted it, I guess, for him or in his name. So can you talk about that a little bit, and then we'll get to the substance of the events happening in today's world.
Yeah, Amichai Shikli invited me to come out and receive the award for Charlie in absentia, obviously, and it was the Lionheart Award. Charlie.
Sorry, babe. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. So I believe he was talking about this guy here, right? That guy that you have up there.
Yeah, his name is I can't say it. Sorry.
Shickley. So Rob just mentioned that he had contacted Rob to come over and receive this award on Charlie's behalf. I just wanted to mention that right now, just so you know, this is why that photo's there. Ali found the guy. So this is the guy that Rob was just talking about. He's the one who convinced Rob to come get this award on Charlie's behalf, the Lion Award.
Yeah, and the last time he saw him was in 2025. They had that. It was the Isaiah Project, and he was there. He was there November 16th, 2025. That was the day he deleted the sermon off Barron's live stream, and I already had it recorded in September, and I gave it to Ian and Barron and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we haven't seen him since, but he was there with him in November.
Yep.
And now in January, fast forward to 2026, he's going to, with BB's approval, giving him the Lionheart Award on behalf. Charlie Kirk. He's not here anymore.
Yep.
Okay, we're going with the Lions.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to keep going on, babe.
Yep.
Well, I don't have to
Charlie
say it all.
loved Israel, and we were closely connected in relation to that. And
So I don't have to play all this. I showed this before. Anyways, I just wanted to play the part where he says
because
he's there. He's accepting the award January 2026.
and we
blah,
wanted
blah.
to make the connection to the guy who invited Rob over to push this award on Charlie. So
Rob McCoy, Steffi 31 UK. Rob McCoy was involved in Charlie Kirk. Well, we can't say. We have to say allegedly.
allegedly, so he was winning the
what's it?
award not for Charlie, but to full Charlie Sports.
Yeah.
You want to know what? I could agree with part of that because I believe they've, like, as we've been exposing on these Pastor Sunday's episode, they're trying to martyr him. They're comparing him to martyrs, comparing him to Jesus, directly to Jesus, and they're all trying to push that because that's how they can monetize his death.
Well, Frank
And
just said that, right?
It's
too?
it's and to do that also twisting faith as well.
Yeah, twisting and turning it. Okay, now so we got the timeline there, right? So we started with Alan Jackson, and he is working with Alan Jackson. I'll show you that because I have a brand new video to show you. And then I'll show this one. Can you remind me to show this one? I'm going to show this one, babe. I'm going to show this one right now, but can you remind me to show that one? Because Alan Jackson's in that one.
Yeah.
So here we go. Brand new video with Rob McCoy. And this is at the World Outreach Church. He's there. He's there a day ago. I found you.
So he is a friend of this place. So would you please make welcome with me tonight, Pastor Rob McCoy.
Thank you, Steve. That was real sweet. Thank you, brother. All right, now. Good evening, everybody. Thank you. That's very, I love this place. Y'all are precious. Thank you. Now calm down. I tell you what, Vaughn is so gifted in the entire team, and then throwing kids on top of that in the blood of Jesus, it's like, I was just blown away. Amen.
What?
I was thinking, if I can get Pastor Allen to speak at our churches will have something in common, that you'll both want Pastor Allen back.
He wants Pastor Allen to speak at his church. Did you hear him? So this is just a new video, and I think he talks about Candace too.
I wanted to share with you what the Lord's put on my heart as of late, especially since Charlie's murder, and watching as the nation's kind of reeling, and watching as it seems as though Christendom is split. You know, 30% of the electorate in the United States is evangelical Christians, and 70% of the Republican Party is evangelical Christians. And for the first time in our 250-year history, evangelicals are splitting over Israel. We've never introduced those Western ideas of pogroms and blood libel and all the regurgitated lies. They've just repackaged them, and now they're appealing to youth. And we're watching as the nation's struggling right now. We're watching folks like Tucker and Candace and others. And yet There's also, at the same time, a revival happening. The largest segment of the American church since Charlie's death is 18 to 30-year-old males. There's been 10 great awakenings in American history. It may be 11, but let's just stay with 10. And they were revivals that led to awakenings. Now, the difference between a revival and an awakening, a revival is where people come to Christ. They give their heart to the Lord in large numbers. But an awakening is different. An awakening is where it changes culture. For example, we had the Jesus movement. You had the Jesus people, the Jesus revolution. You saw Pastor Chuck Smith and the Jesus people out in California. That coincided with the sexual revolution. And
what?
Oh, let's talk about Chuck Smith, shall we?
What did you guys hear what he said? It goes on. It goes on and on and on. And I'm not going to bore you all with that. You guys all know who Chuck Smith is, right? He's the original.
He's the original OG of Calvary Chapel.
Yep.
Well,
right here.
Let's take a look at Chuck, shall we? Let's take a look
What
at
did he
Chuck.
say? He was changing the sexual revolution.
Oh yeah, Rob just brought up the
Oh my
sexual
God.
revolution. So
Go ahead. Go ahead, baby. You want to read it?
Yeah, so let's talk about Chuck, right? The founder of the Calvary Chapel movement faced controversies involving covering up
Don't
of
say the S word. Him, financial misconduct.
within his network. And so just so you know, we're reading the document on the left. It's funny how he brought up that revolution, and he's here for misconduct of the same thing. And his network is handling of the Lonnie Frisbee scandal failed prophecies regarding the end times, and in 2014 lawsuit filed by his family alleging elder abuse and negligence. Key issues including shielding pastors from discipline and allowing leadership to handle his care and during his final illness. So we've got some of the scandals and controversies here. The Lonnie Frisbee scandal. Smith was criticized for handling Lonnie Frisbee as a key figure in the early Jesus movement. It was reported that Smith and the movement attempted to hide and downplay that Frisbee was and died of and situation has been described as a walking contradiction in evangelical history. We got cover-ups and misconducts. Reports indicated Smith and the Calvary Chapel leadership face accusations of covering up of misconduct and financial mismanagement within their network. Critics allege a system where pastors who were, and that document continues on. So, what the F?
Yeah.
What the F,
Did you read
man?
this part? Removal of his son.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that part in
Yeah,
2006.
Yeah, so in 2006, he actually removed his own son from the church after his son raised questions regarding his father's theological beliefs and philosophy of ministry.
Yeah.
Guys,
Did you actually hear that?
like, come on.
Hear what Rob said?
This is
Yes.
who Rob
During
rep-
the 60s, yes.
Yeah, like, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Nosy said we could say sensual
Where's that?
to replace the other S word. Good idea. Thank you.
Can I say sinful or sensual? Can I say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that's what they're suggesting. So it's like, look at this, man. Like, look at, and then this is what has been happening. This
Yeah.
is what they've been dealing with. This is how they conduct themselves and conduct their church.
It's crazy.
And these are the people that Turning Point decided to align with.
Yeah.
Well, hey, these people seem great.
Yeah.
Let's bring them into our business. Let's stand shoulder to shoulder with them, shall we? What the heck, man?
Well,
What the heck?
He's not going to mention the scandals.
Oh, of course not.
He's just going to say he changed the sensual revolution.
Oh, yeah.
I bet he did.
Yeah, I bet you
I bet
did.
he changed a lot of lives. All right.
Yeah,
Moving on.
I think we need a different kind of revolution. Thank you very much.
Moving on. Okay, so I didn't put it up here, but there is a trailer that It's called Angel. I've never heard of this. Stream on any device. So Frank is in this trailer. It just came out. Universe Design invites viewers on a journey through science, philosophy, and faith, exploring evidence of the existence of God. It's always about God. It's not about Jesus. Okay. So somebody sent this to me, and I'm going to play it. I think her name was Robin.
Any person who is truly a thinking person needs to ask themselves the question, why is there something rather than nothing?
Scientists believe there's an intelligible answer to that, meaning there is a reason for the way things are. What's that reason?
Why do I exist? Why do you exist? Why does the universe exist?
Physicists have discovered fundamental constants and parameters and characteristics that define the universe. Have to assume exacting, precise values.
If you were to change any one of them, there would either be no universe or no universe that could support life.
Our galaxy, our star, our planetary system, the Earth, the Moon, whatever size scale you choose to look at, you see an overwhelming experimental and observational case that there is a being out there fine-tuning, intervening.
Immersing myself in the study of biochemical systems, I became deeply impressed with the ingenuity and the elegance and the sophistication of those systems.
The living cell is chock full of miniature machines that doesn't just rival, but it vastly exceeds our own high-tech digital technology.
There must be a creator that's behind life itself.
If some kind of a God existed, he would want to reveal himself, at least in some way. We would have to look at all of the different ways people have understood him to do that.
I want to know, is there any evidence backing any one of them up as uniquely being true?
This guy shows up on the scene and does something remarkable. Whatever it is he did, split history.
He's on the pages of the Quran, on the pages of Baha'u'llah's sacred writings, on the pages of Buddhism, Hinduism, Krishna, New Age.
These Romans were skilled in crucifixion. They knew how to make sure that someone was completely dead.
Many of Jesus' disciples had experiences that Jesus had risen from the dead.
What did they gain? Well, they were beaten, tortured, persecuted, beheaded, stoned, whipped, and running for their lives. We really have to put our beliefs to the fire.
The reason we believe God is true is because he's the best explanation for the way things are.
There are truths that can be known, and I want to know what they are.
All right. So
that's
a new thing. Frank is on there.
Yeah.
He's in that. Is it a documentary, I guess, or is it
It looks like a
trailer?
doc.
It's being streamed on Angel or something. Okay, so we're almost done, guys. I don't really have much else on that to recap.
Oh, you got that one that you got to play.
Oh yes,
So check this out.
Thank you.
So what was this guy's name?
Alan Jackson.
So remember we were talking about Alan Jackson a little bit. I stumbled across this clip. Let's see what he thinks
Yeah.
about Christianity.
You guys all remember who that was, right? Does everybody remember?
And it's not merely it's not really so much what he says, it's the symbolism behind him.
So this guy.
Yeah, this guy.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah, and he's working. Apparently, he's working a lot with Rob McCoy right now.
Yeah, he's a very solid Christian. Look at him.
Yeah, man. Look at that.
Very, very solid.
Go look him up.
Yep.
Okay. I gotta play the video. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, whoa.
So here's one of his sermons. Isn't this great, guys?
I'm gonna try to.
I
hopefully
feel loved as a Christian.
Hopefully, I put it on the screen, right? If it doesn't.
Hello, church.
Oh, I gotta rewind it. Hold on, guys. I apologize. I apologize.
No, that's the very beginning, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
Oh, we're out. Sorry, World Outreach Church. Yeah, because that's where Rob McCoy was just speaking. So.
Yeah. With this guy.
Yes.
Hello, church. Good to see you.
A bit glad you're there.
Not supposed to be here. But I get to be here. What a privilege, huh? I was scheduled to be in Jerusalem. And then life happened. So I'm grateful I'm not there with a couple hundred people. But we are delighted to have the privilege of being together. We don't ever want to take that for granted. We had a breakthrough today, I believe. The Supreme Court upheld the Supreme Court upheld the law that preachers can drink all they want and it's okay. I don't think that's a good idea, but you got ahead of me, so I thought I'd... No, they upheld a Tennessee law that prohibited gender modification on minors, surgeries, chemically.
That I agree with. But
the last
it
thing you
shouldn't be
said
minors.
was, I agree. You shouldn't be taking kids and doing surgeries on it.
Yeah, they're too
utterly
young.
mental.
They're too young.
But
just showing you the background there.
this is more of his symbolism. This is who he's really preaching for. Like I said, Ali and I give him a point on that last statement. Good for you. That's actually something that makes sense. Like, kudos to you.
I should put a flag up here.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't get any trouble.
Maybe. I
Yeah.
did. Now, I've just been noticing some comments here. And it's actually one basically comment and thread. And where is it?
So just to recap, he had a event in June 18th of 2025 called the Operation Roaring Rising Lion. And then we showed you the two videos. We showed you Rob McCoy also receiving an award in January.
Yep.
This was
the
all
Lion of Judah.
This was all the planning of this Operation Roaring Lion.
It's like they're just trying to. It shows premeditated thought.
Yeah.
Right. Like you're building this narrative of the lion, and you're trying. They've hijacked that from Christianity.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to use that to tie two religions together. Now they're trying to tie this make-believe Judeo-Christian religion to Charlie. Now they're tying that lion and that image of him to these conflicts that he directly opposed. So this is basically our full sort of breakdown of all of this. It's all very slow manipulation. It started like, heck, we're almost a year into that narrative that they're trying to push now about, you know what I mean? And it's stuff that needs to sort of be opened up and talked about. And
It's almost like we went back to get the truth a little bit here. I didn't think I was going to stumble on this Alan Jackson that much, but he's working with Rob McCoy like really closely now. And what did she say about Alan Jackson? I think Alan Jackson at Knott's Berry Farm. You think you saw him? Okay.
And actually, I wanted to talk. Sorry, go ahead.
I think I saw Alan Jackson at Knott's Berry Farm. I saw Conway Twitty and a few others in the 70s. Alan Jackson is from that era. Yeah, I think he is.
And I actually wanted to talk about Jay Rana's comments because she was mentioning, and this ties into our whole Pastor Sunday thing. Like, here she is, and I'll just read a comment. When I was 16, I started buying Bibles at Goodwill and was giving them away and taking my friends to church. It's innocent. You should be able just to go and worship Jesus if that's what you want to do. And look what she was doing. She was picking up Bibles at Goodwills and giving them out, right?
Yeah.
And that's taking her own time, and she's doing something out of faith, right? And this is what angers us so much about this kind of stuff, because you are attacking people who are literally putting everything out on faith, and then you're using the fact that they're coming there for that, and you have their attention to spin a narrative. And that's what we don't like. And it's just like you should be able just to walk in and sit down and enjoy a sermon and feel spiritually fulfilled and educated without having to second guess every sentence,
Or see this flag, and I don't know.
Yeah, that's on the other part of the world.
I feel like that's their neighbor.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't understand. I really don't. I'm trying to understand it, but it's probably too late. They've been infiltrating this stuff
Yeah.
for what, over 30 years. If we did a little thing about the Shabbat as well.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah. Well, that's just in modern times. Like they really
Yeah.
started sort of swapping the Bible around about 100 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like this. It's just a slow manipulation, and you repeat it, you repeat it, you repeat it. Eventually, people start believing it and listening to it.
Well, and I'm almost done here. I think the last I have is Jack Hibbs, and he's my Mo, right?
Oh, he's a Mo.
I don't know if you guys saw that. I did
Oh
like
no,
this.
he's curly. He's curly.
Oh, he's curly.
Yeah. You wanted
I
Rob
did.
as Mo.
Oh, right. I did. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I don't know if you guys saw my thumbnail. I don't know how I came up with it. I really don't. I just, things pop in my head. Anyways.
I think it's historically accurate at this point.
Okay. All right. Okay. He reminds me of Paula White a little bit. Just a little bit more.
I think they're cousins or something. I'm not
I
saying
mean-
legit they're cousins, guys. I'm just saying it's almost like they are from
Yeah.
personality.
We're almost done here. I hope you enjoyed our Pastor Sunday. It kind of ties into my last one. Maybe we'll do more on this on the next one. We'll have
Yeah.
more. I didn't have enough time to dig all this up, but I just show you what I got. Anyhow, Mr. Jack.
God came to this world as a Jew. He's coming back as a resurrected man, Jesus Christ, not only the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, but he's Jesus Christ, King of the Jews. His throne will be in Jerusalem, the Jewish capital, in the nation of Israel, the Jewish state. And he will sit upon the throne of David, an amazing Jewish musician and warrior and king. All this rhetoric you're hearing, everybody, get pumped. We're in the last days. It's got to go this way. Listen.
What?
If your church is not pro-Israel, it's not a church. If your church is not pro-Israel and pro-reaching the Jewish people with the love of God, you're not in a New Testament church. You're actually attending a fraud. It's fraudulent. Get up, get out. And when you find a Jew, hug them. Tell them that you're praying for them and that Jesus Christ, according to Proverbs 30, verse 4, is the Son of God to the Jewish people.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's
You hear all
Jack.
that pro stuff though?
Yeah. And the yeah, and if your church isn't pro or friends overseas, you're attending a fraud.
I'm so sorry I coughed in your ear, guys.
I
always forget to press the mute button.
Well, we got to program that in.
Okay.
We're a little ghetto. We don't have a mute button on our little mixer here.
We don't?
No, we
Oh,
got
no, we have to
program
the volume
it.
down. We have to turn the volume down, but okay. So read Jeremiah 32:30. Okay.
All right.
Yes, we will. But can you believe this?
And
so
this-
he's
this-
saying if you're not attending that, if it doesn't speak that in the church, then you're not. It's a fraud church.
Yeah. And you see how that's like a reverse psychology. It's sort of like manipulation. It's like
Yeah.
the first thing he does is attack what you do, right? It's just like, oh, if you're not doing this, you're a fraud. So you have to come listen to us. It's all manipulation.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And then I love this one. My favorite.
And you shall be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. God's word to Abram, later to become Abraham. Notice the verbiage: land, peoples, nation.
And blessing.
And blessing, being a blessing. That's what God says regarding Abraham and his descendants. Think of that. God is
Hey guys, so people who are new to our Pastor Sundays, remember we were talking about a gentleman that Jack works with, and his name is Amir. He's Israeli. This is this gentleman here, and allegedly, and this is just our opinion, based on just our opinion, that he is Jack's alleged handler.
Oh, allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly,
We
just
don't
our
know.
opinion, perhaps, maybe,
Just our
allegedly.
thoughts, you know.
Just a thought.
I mean, they go on trips all the time together.
Yeah, they go on bro trips together to the land overseas. They go
And-
on bro trips.
And he's from Jerusalem. Now here living in
FLA? He's in Florida,
he's
right?
in Florida Gulf Calvary Church. Well, he does work out of there, but I don't know if he's like moved and he's in a different
Yeah.
church now. That's when I last looked.
And that gentleman, we won't go into too much of it, but he's got an interesting past,
Amir, yeah.
military, government, all kinds of stuff.
Amir Tafasi.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Small part has done that with the nation of Israel and its people. Just look at your iPhone. Amen. It's Israeli. It's right. I mean, all the guts inside your technologies. It's Israeli guts.
What?
But it's got some other label on the front. Think about that for a moment. Nobel, as we mentioned on Wednesday, Nobel Prize winners, heavily, predominantly Jewish. And God's not even started yet.
Really?
The Bible makes it very clear that through Israel, the entire earth will be blessed. How do we know? Because he made this promise to Abraham that God would give Abraham a great nation. So that's very, very important. Number 2.
I agree.
Yeah.
Go by the Old Testament. Oh man, can you believe this? Yeah, Hibbs took out the cake. Took the cake out of these 3 for sure. Yes. Who did Jesus call
Brood
of
of vipers.
Oh,
You
yeah.
remember that story? Interesting. I
That is
remember
very
that.
interesting truth folly. So I'm done for today. I always end off with hold on a second. Hold on, little girl. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Remember, we got to finish off the poll.
Oh, the poll. What? Thank you, Debbie. What is the poll? Where is the poll? Here is the poll.
Yep.
Our poll is
Let's check it out. So,
which pastor is pushing the pro I word is
Yep.
sermons more? Which pastor is pushing that pro IHOP more?
All right, so I'll read it out. We'll start at the bottom with Alan Jackson at 6%. We have Jack at 25%. We've got Rob at 32%. And then we've got Frank, the one we all love the most, at 38%.
So it's Frank is pushing it?
Yeah.
Is that our poll?
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
it's
it's
looking like.
really, really close between Rob and Frank. It was really close, but Frank won it.
Yeah, looks like Frank won.
You guys all see that in the chat there?
So just remember, guys, there's a lot of different people pushing all these rhetorics behind the scene. I know a lot of people know Rob and Frank the most, but there's a huge network of going on. And
Yeah.
Ali and I are never gonna stop talking about this, because then even after the files fade from memory and the sentencing with Tyler happens or whatever happens with that whole result, this alleged psyop
Yeah.
is still going to be pushed on our faith, and we're always going to be caring about that and exposing it and talking about it.
Alrighty, we're ending today. I'm never going to stop asking questions. We're going to keep on trying to do some more collabs, which we have a couple coming up in the week. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to end off with Rob, as I always do.
Oh man, it's a classic Rob. Aw.
You said Rob. I said, who did I say?
I think I said Jack. I don't know who I said. I think I said Jack.
I think I said Jack too, but I feel like it's more Jack and Rob, but that's just me. Anyhow,
Just
Yeah.
want that one comment. I know you brought it up, but I just wanted to show it a little bit more. It's sad, but a family member of mine falls for this crap, and it's so hard to wake him up. I feel for you, Tornado Alley. All you can do is keep trying and keep loving them,
all right. Thank you guys so much for coming. God bless you all. Say Jesus' name.
Christ is King.
Christ is King, and never stop asking questions, because that's what Charlie would want us to do.
Yep. Always ask questions.
이제 말씀 마치면서 말을 할게요.
Korea
needs freedom. And the church is the soul of this nation. It's time to stand for truth regardless of the consequences.
한국은 이 자유가 필요합니다. 그리고 교회는 국가의 양심입니다. 그 대한민국을 지키기 위해서 기독교인들이 일어서야 합니다.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I'll see you probably this week. I'll post what I'm going to be doing, and probably going to be some collabs and some great info. Check out Muppet, check out Chris, Mad Max on X, and go check out my latest post on X as well. And logging off for now. Christ is King. Say Jesus' name, and I'll see you next Sunday. Goodbye, everybody. Love y'all.
Love you all. Amen.